Legends, I hope you're all fantastic. On today's video, we're going to check out what may be the most un-PRS PRS that I have come across. This is a CE24 standard Satin. These were done as a limited run in 2016. It is a bolt-on model, as you would guess by the CE name on here, 24 frets, CE24, but it's got an all mahogany body, which makes it a standard model. If you're unfamiliar with the history of PRS guitars, the original PRS was called the Custom. Kind of had the classic specs of 24 frets, twin humbuckers, a mahogany body with a maple top, often a very fancy curly maple top with a set-in neck. Later on, they did the CE models, which have a bolt-on neck, and they did the standard models, which still have a set neck, but have an all mahogany body. So this is a little bit of a chimera in the PRS lineup. The most interesting thing, though, is the satin finish. I think that's what really makes it, let's say, non-typical PRS, for what a lot of people think PRS do anyway. So I really like this finish on here. Super smooth to the touch. It's not shiny at all. You can see the light shining off it there is quite diffuse. You can feel the grain of the mahogany through here. I'm pretty certain it's a one-piece mahogany body as well. And it's one of the newer CEs, so it has the scarf joint and the kind of multiple pieces of timber on here, which I really don't care about. This might be the easiest way to get a USA-made PRS into your hands if you can find one of these. I scored this for a great price on Gumtree, which is essentially the Australian version of Craigslist. The guitar's in great condition. The frets are pretty much pristine. It's got the locking tuners. I really like the combination of the PRS CE on here, the kind of maple and bolt-on construction gives it some real snap and attack, and it's got the 85-15 pickups on here. What I did notice is the bridge kind of looks like the bridge that comes on the SE models. It's got a different type of metal going on there, and you know, some people care about that. You can go and replace the bridges, but I'm digging the trem on this. It's set up well. I put my usual favorite strings on here, Elixir 10 to 52s. So I will give you some more audio examples. I'll jam over a couple of tracks. I'll actually use the trem, which is pretty novel for me. Then we'll hear some sounds in isolation with these pickups. Then I'll just give you some initial thoughts of how I'm getting on with this particular guitar, and in particular, this pattern thin neck. Buying guitars sight unseen always carries a little bit of risk with it, but out of all the companies that I would do that for, I'm the happiest to do it with PRS. I've never been let down buying a PRS guitar sight unseen because their manufacturing really is so consistent. Buying this one secondhand just kind of added to that risk a little bit more, but the buyer was fantastic. They sent me loads of photos, close-ups of the frets, and honestly, it's in better condition than it looked in the photos. It kind of has the feel of buying a new old stock guitar that's maybe been hanging in a shop since 2016. I really like that the combination of the neck profile, the different timbers on here, and the pickups make it so different to my other PRS guitars. It's immediately comfortable because I'm used to the things that are kind of standard, pun intended, on PRS guitars, but it doesn't feel or sound like my DGT or my single cut. It feels a lot more like, say, my Fender Strat from 1977, but obviously with a different pickup set in here and this lovely trem, it makes me want to do different things. So I am super stoked with this guitar, and I'd love to know your thoughts on the newer CE24 models, as well as the standards. Do you own one of these in particular, the CE24 standard Satins? They seem to be a little bit rarer. There are a few on Reverb at the moment, but I just wish PRS did more guitars with a satin finish, especially in the core lineup. Being able to, say, have a DGT that had a satin finish would probably be my ultimate PRS guitar on here, and I just look forward to gigging this one, to sweating all over it, to having parts kind of get shiny from where my arm touches it, and to just developing some real character on this guitar. It certainly helps that it sounds and plays fantastic as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will play you all out with some more Whammy Abuse with a bunch of distortion, delay, and reverb. And if you like what I'm doing here on the channel, links to my Patreon and the music that I make with my band Ragdoll are in the video description. Have a great day, go and make some greasy guitar noises, and I'll see you next time.